Hi, everyone. My name is Marcin Rzemski. I'm assistant professor at Tokyo College, the University of Tokyo. And I would like to warmly welcome you to our new series of dialogues entitled Japanese Aging Society is not only about old people. This series of dialogues is organized by Tokyo College, the University of Tokyo, and in this series, from various disciplinary points of view, in the form of short dialogues, we'll reflect on how Japan and other countries that have dealt with demographic shift could shed some potential light on futures for our older society. And in this series, we'll try to discuss these issues in more interdisciplinary or even transdisciplinary manner, combining various disciplines and put them on one stage and inviting them for a dialogue. For instance, infrastructure and migration, nature, robots, language, and sustainability. In order to introduce you to our series of dialogues, I would like to give you a short overview on global demographic changes. In 2020, already 9% of global population was at age 65 years old and above. And this older population of 65 years old and above is projected to increase more than twofold, reaching a 16% ratio of the global population in 2050. What's more important, people of age 80 years old and above were consisting at 20% of the older population, but this number will vastly grow in 2050 because by that year, already 60% of our older population will be at age of 80 years old and above. And this trend is particularly observed in high-income countries. So many countries and regions are expecting large population shrinking by 2050, with most of these countries are located in Europe, in Asia. And if we look at the map on the right and comparing year 2020, 2050, we can see where those demographic shifts are occurring at the fastest pace. So we can see that in actually both Americas, Europe, Asia, Australia, and even in Northern Africa, we can see a quite quick increase of population at age of 65 years old and above. And if we compare with the map of urbanization below, we can actually conclude that population of 65 years old and above will be mostly located in countries which are already highly urbanized. So what's the matter with urbanization and fertility rates? In the right side hand graph, we can see that there are decreasing trends of fertility with increasing urbanization ratio. And in case of high-income countries, there are already low fertility rates and high urbanization rates. And if we look at case of lower middle income countries, these countries are on the fastest fertility decline track along increasing urbanization ratio. And let's have a look at the population structure of Japan. And in this graph, we can see the older adults number at age of 65 years old and above. And we can see clearly that especially since 1980s, we have a quick increase of people at age of 65 years old and above. But what is also more important that in the year 2010 and later, we can see also a quite fastly occurring shrinking of population. And now I would like to look at how aging and population shrinking can have implications for SDGs. If we divide SDGs into three domains, biosphere, society, and economy, we can see that actually aging and shrinking population may have quite different impacts on meeting these goals by 2030. And especially when it comes to the biosphere, we can see there are quite many opportunities coming with these demographic changes. It may likely to be easier to meet biodiversity protection goals such as SDG 15 and 14, but also there will be more opportunities to meet actually the goal 13 on climate actions, as well as goal 6 on clean water and sanitation. But when it comes to economy and society, the situation is becoming more complicated. There's still a number of SDGs which may come with some opportunities, especially goal 12, the sustainable consumption. So I hope our new series of dialogues you will find engaging, and you will learn more on how actually aging society is related to our everyday lives. So thank you so much for your attention, and I hope you enjoy this series.